Betty.
CRT gives you good bias, but you just need to understand how to use it sometimes.
Okay,
So, for instance, let me see this gold. Okay, this just hit TP already. Okay, this was a gold trade I posted. So now it's simple. It's very simple. What you want to do is the CRT. Let me tell you something about CRT. What many people always ignore. CRT works, but there are times it doesn't work. But now CRT at the key level works perfectly. You get CRT at the key level works perfectly. And we have these types of key levels that CRT is going to work on. We have these are normal V shapes and A shape key levels. We have these are normal V shape and A shape key levels like this one, which I always want to take CRTs from here. You get which most people don't really use CRTs at these levels, but I always want CRTs at this level. Let's say price comes to this level here and it forms a CRT somewhere around here. I'm going to take this, forms a CRT somewhere around here. I'm going to take this, or comes here, then forms a CRT somewhere around here. I'm going to take this. Now, most of the time,
on a
people
higher time
always,
frame.
yeah,
On
on
a
a
higher
higher time
time
frame.
frame.
Exactly.
Like what time frame?
Let's say the daily or the weekly time frame, even for us, you can also use it.
Okay.
And even lower time frames even, it works sometimes. Now, most of the times, let me show you something. Most of the times, people always trade CRTs, which comes to level. We have types of key levels. We also have fair value gaps are also key levels. You get fair value gaps are also key levels. So when I started understanding CRT, it was people mostly used it with fair value gaps. Like they look for a CRT at the fair value gap and they take it. Let's say this is a fair value gap here. There's a fair value gap. They're going to look for a CRT around here and they're going to take it to the upside. You see, to take it to the upside. But now, if you have your CRT at key levels, at these key levels, if you've understood key levels, you have CRTs at those key levels, it's going to help you very, very much because it's going to make it much more easier. So for this one year, this gold trade, let me show you, we had this valid key level. Can you see this is a valid key level, A-shaped key level right here.
Okay.
Valid A-shaped key level. So what are you going to do? You want price to tap into this key level, which price tapped? And on this, I think it was daily or H4, I think it should be daily. Daily, we had this CRT here for me. I gave you guys this one. This CRT here for me. You can see this was a CRT. This price, this is a very huge candle because I always want CRTs with huge candle, not just smaller candles. I want this huge candle. This was a huge candle. It's a range low, range high, and it's at the key level. Okay, so it closed below, it tapped close, then this next candle here started for me. We had this price tapped here, and we had something, price was somewhere here when I gave it. So price was somewhere because it closed below this point. So that's where I started, even though the CRT wasn't complete yet, because this candle needs to close for the CRT to be complete.
Yes.
So let's see H4, what happened on H4. Let's see what happened on H4. H4 was also giving us the CRT vibe here. This was the CRT vibe here too, but this was the one I actually took out, even though we were a bit wrong because this candle, this third candle, because CRT is simply a 3 candle drive. You get this second candle didn't close yet. It closed right here. So this way you could start your CRT move from here. You get, but since I noticed price already tapped into this key level, this was a tap here and closed below. And then we gave this one tap here and also like giving me this formation that's going to close below. So I understood like price is going to fall back. So what I just do simply, I just go to the lower time frame and you're going to have a break of structure, sweep and break of structure and all the stuff there, which was here. I had this key level here. You see, it's an A-shaped key level. Yes, here was a key level. And we had this liquidity formed inside. This was, and here's another CRT even. We have this other CRT. This is CRT here on the 4-hour time frame. This is the first candle, second candle, this is the third drive, which was up. So you can also trade this one. If it's at the key level somewhere around here, if you have a key level here, you can actually take this buy, taking this buy from here to trade this third candle. You just go on the lower time frame to see if you have your sweep and break of structure and you can grab it. So that's why I took this one because of this liquidity. I had to actually take at this tip here and I had to just refining it. I had this look on this H4, I had this engulfing candle and liquidity. So I just take what I've been teaching you guys normally. I just go back on lower time frame to refine this engulfing candle. These engulfing candles have a lot of power. It has a lot of information inside, which many people always ignore. So on this engulfing candle, you're going to have your sweep, break of structures, liquidity, which you are now going to derive your PY from this QMR here. This QMR here was my PY. Price came tapped and we had this fall. Let me show you a similar stuff is happening. I think it's NZD CHF. NZD CHF. Weekly. We had this key level. Right here. So this is CRT here, but this candle is very, very small. I want a huge candle. I want a longest candle. This one is too small. So I will mostly avoid this type of candle. But we can say this movement might have started. This move might have started because of this V-shaped key level, which price have already reacted from. You see this V-shape? Price have already reacted from this V-shaped key level because we had price tap here. And let's go down low and see if we have a storyline started from there. Let's check daily time frame. Where was our first move? Price tap into the key level. Here was the key level here. Price tap into the key level, just engulfing. Then you can go lower. Let's take H4. See what's happening on H4. So you can see this was our break of structure. Liquidity, no liquidity here. So price had to come and take out this low before going up. So here I have this break of structure and this liquidity here present. So I expect price to pull back here and move to the upside. I expect price to actually come back down here before flying up. So this one, CRT, let's see daily CRT. It's actually CRT was instead on this weekly time frame. We had this CRT here. sweep close above bed. It's not really good. You need to go on a lower time frame to look for your confirmations. If you're using this CRT stuff, always go on a lower time. Don't depend fully on it. So I expect price to actually pull back here again before moving to the upside. Before moving to the upside. So if whenever this is just whenever you have this your key levels which price is rejecting from, because price always rejects from these key levels. Price always rejects from key levels. Always rejects from key levels. Like for instance, this one here. Let's let's work on this one. You have this engulfing. This is a key level which price is rejecting from. Can you see this an H key level here, which this price rejected from here, moving to the downside. So let me show you how I'll actually pick out this. Let me play price somewhere here. Let me show you how I'll actually pick out this entry right here. Let's mark out that entry. Let's say here's the point of entry here. Let me show you how I'll actually mark out this. So first, I'll come on this weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame, right? I don't want to mix things up. I'll come on this weekly time frame. I'll see this sweep. You can see this. This is a candle range. Are you seeing this a range, a key level here? Because this our range. This the range high. This is a range low. Price swept and closed below. So we want to trade this third candle. You get. We want to trade this third candle. We want to take our buy or sell should be on the third candle. And this is you have formed this engulfing, meaning price. This is a very good engulfing. When I see this, I'm ready to risk everything I have because I have price has taken out this previous week high. Price has closed below this week low. Can you see price has closed below this week low? So what do? I'll just take my tool and I cover this guy, this range. That's where I'm going to have my sell will be inside because from getting this engulfing, I know with this sweep here, I know price is going to be bearish. You understand? I want to cover this range because this is where my sell is going to occur. What do now? I'll skip this middle time frame, which is the daily. I'll go to the H4. I'll go to H4. And what will I be looking out for on H4? I just want to sweep. Here I'll have my sweep here. If I take this off, I'll have my sweep somewhere around here. Here's my sweep. You can see sweep. And where's my break of structure? Here's my break of structure. You can see, and you can also use this one. You can also use this sweep here, boom here. You can use this sweep here. You can use this one here as your break of structure. You can use this one here as a break of structure because price have actually broken structure well to the downside. You can see price have actually broken structure to the downside. But I wouldn't use this. I'll use the most recent one. I always like to use the most recent. I don't really like this huge scale. I would take this most recent one, sweep break of structure, and I look for my liquidity. Where is my liquidity? Where is liquidity present? After break of structure, first pullback, liquidity. Break of structure, first pullback, liquidity. Here's my liquidity here. Break of structure, first pullback, liquidity. What do I do now? Next, I want to find a PY closer to this liquidity. So we both know this key level here might be this the most recent key level closer to this liquidity here. It might be our PY. You get, but sometimes if I don't have this here, I will go to one time frame. Now that's when I need that daily time frame. That's when I need that daily time frame. So that daily time frame, look at exactly here. We have this key level, which is closer to this liquidity. We have this open close key level here. Can you see this open close key level? We have this exact open close key level right here. I just need to mark this out. I've got to that. Let me cut price here. So let's say it never happened. I just need to mark this out. We have a sweep break of structure key level present. I go back to my 4-hour time frame. I want to refine. I want to refine this, and it's matching with this guy. We have this open close, see this open close here. I'll just put it exactly at this open close again, take it a bit up to this open close, and I can go again to 1-hour time frame. I can go again to 1 hour. 1 hour, let's see what's happening. We just have some few SNR points here at this level. Line chart, let's put it at this sharp SNR high. Let me take it off and place it again. This sharp SNR high here. That's refining for you. So back to H4 time frame. Where will I place my entry? Right here. And you see this big high, that's where my stop loss is going to be. So stop loss is going to be at this point here. Where am I targeting? Slow. Now, once you've gotten this, you can now align with your trend line and all that. You can place your trend line if you have one. Place trend line and all the stuff. If you're good to go, then let's see. Network is a little bit slow. I don't know why it's not okay. It's not giving, but I'll just take this off. Let's see. You see what happened? Price even tapped here at your entry and it gave us this pullback. Tapped again and we had this sell. It's simple. Just go higher. Just go on the weekly time frame if you're trading coins. It's better you have this high probability setups than to have so many setups, which might actually not be very accurate. You get better you have this type of setup than to have low probability setups. You have this one few times. Let's go back to weekly. Let's see what we have. Again on weekly. Or even these ones. The same thing I trade, the same. I just need price to close below this previous week, and I expect price to be bearish. You see, it's going to be bearish. You understand? It's going to be bearish. That's all. Just need it to close with the body. When it closes with the body, I'm more sure it works 80% of the time. Works 80% of the time. Look at this here. Price close above this previous week high. Went up. We had this pullback and price moved up. You get it works a lot. You're going to have something. It's something like many people. I've not seen anyone who trade this stuff exactly what I do. This something that is because all this time I've actually been trying for like years now. I've actually been trying to understand these engulfing candles. You understand? I've been trying to understand engulfing candles, like to know what's really happening on this engulfing candle. What actually happens? what actually happens on these engulfing candles. This is another one here, AD card weekly. If you like just look for a system and you work on it, and that's what I've been doing for years. I've been trading before I started trading BBME, I've been struggling to work on this engulfing. Before I started trading SMC, I've been struggling to work on this engulfing. Before I started trading even this Malaysian scenario, I've been struggling to work on this engulfing. Throughout, I'm still trying to mix everything up. You get so this engulfing, this daily engulfing. How will I know this engulfing is suitable for me? This is how will I know this engulfing is actually going to play out? How will I know this engulfing will actually play out? I have a sweep of this previous week candle, this previous week, and it closed above. Can you see? This is giving me the CRT vibe. I know the third candle. I'm going to trade the third candle. You get it's giving me the CRT vibe. It just need ranges. Price have swept this previous day low. We have then it closed above this one. It means price have more momentum to move to the upside. Again, with BBMA, turn on your BBMA, you're going to notice this should give you a momentum candle or something more momentum. Let's see CRT lines how. Oh, it's not falling. Something's wrong with my BBMA. Something's wrong with my BBMA. It's not active. Like you're going to see this candle. This candle is going to give us a candlestick momentum. A re-entry somewhere we're going to be around here. You get a re-entry somewhere going to be around. We go on the daily time frame. A re-entry somewhere going to be around here. So let's see. Price close above. What am I expecting? This range from here to this low. Everywhere inside here from here to this low. That's what I'm looking out for. And I'll go now to H4. H4. And what do I have on H4? I have my sweep of liquidity, break of structure. Then this is my liquidity here. I got this one, even though it wasn't after the break of structure. But if you've watched all the videos on the SMC guide, you're going to notice we have these types of liquidity. We have I've forgotten their names, but we have the one which occurs after the break of structure and the one that occurs before the break of structure. But this is the liquidity here. So when I have this liquidity, I just need to form this structure. That's why we blend SMC with Malaysian SNR. You get I just need to form out this structure, bring out this structure, sweep break of structure. Is valid on H4 already gives me it already gives me this vibe, this bullish vibe. You understand? Weekly have given me bullish vibe, H4 have given me bullish vibe. I want to find my POI. I want to know if this POI is valid. I'll go to weekly. Weekly, I have this V-shaped level below my liquidity here. No other point is valid here again here. We have just this V-shape. Can you see? And again, I also use Fibonacci, like to have my range to which I will actually expect my key level to be in. You get once you have confirm your range, you place your Fibonacci tool from here to the next high. You're going to see the range where you want to look for your key level. If my key level is not inside that range, I won't actually take that trade or I won't actually bank on that trade. So let's see. Weekly, on daily, sorry, that's why I want to look for my key level. Yes, my key level here on daily time frame. And if you play it out, you're going to see price came top. And the rest is history. Hope you are getting it now.
Yes.
The rest is history. Simple. Simple. Let's check out another stuff. Another stuff. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here. What do you have? You have price. Took out this previous week low. Can you see? But here we don't have an engulfing. But this is an engulfing. If you've studied these Malaysian strategies well, you notice this is also an engulfing. This is a type of engulfing. Price close above this. Let me cut price here. You should see clearly. Can you see? Price close above this. It swept this guy close above it. Can you see close above it? No matter what, I know this is going to be bullish. Once I have this, I know this is going to be bullish. No matter what, it's going to be bullish. So let me take it back. No matter what, it's going to be bullish. Now, where do you expect that bullishness to happen? That's the issue. So let's mark this out so we don't get confused. This is where we have this entry. So let's see. All right. So now, what do I do? Let's get this stuff here. I think I need to pay for this again. This is the move candle. All right. So now let's see what happened. What actually happened here? Let's see what actually happened here. This was another CRT here for me, but forget about that. We're focusing on this data as a sweep because price actually bullish. So what do we do? H4 time frame. But first, let me show you. I will just come so that I'm not confused. I mark out this range. This is where I want to look out for my buys inside this range. You get so I go now. I skip the middle time frame, which is daily. I go to H4 time frame. So I'm going to have this setup inside here. So I can now take this off so I don't get confused. I'm going to see this break of structure right here. Can you see this break of structure, sweep of liquidity? You get break of structure, sweep of liquidity. So now I think this was liquidity. The liquidity we had here, this was break of structure. This pullback was our liquidity. If I'm not making a mistake, this pullback should be liquidity. Or liquidity occurs somewhere around here. So now how do you get your range? To get your range, I've done videos on this from this low to this high. That's your range. How do you get your range? You want a break of still on this H4 time, you want a break of structure to the downside. So I know my next move is going to occur below this discount zone, not the premium zone. So I need to look for a key level inside this discount zone. So I'll go now to daily time frame. That's where now it becomes difficult. Here now, this middle red line here. Can you see this middle red line here? This is my zone. From here to here, I want to look for my buys, for my key levels, which is actually going to support my buys. And it should be closer to this my liquidity here. Are you seeing? It should be closer to this liquidity here. So now, which level are we seeing? We're seeing this open close level and this other V-shape level right here. Can you see? But let's take this V-shape. This open closing is closer to liquidity. Then refine it. You get, let's go back to H4. Let's go back to H4 time frame and refine and see what we have. H4, we have this still matching with this, and we have this QMR right here. So this is a long way to refine on the H4 time frame. But let's try to refine this This, let's try to refine this guy. This open close. We go 1 hour time frame to see if we have an SNR. Then we are good to go. An SNR, 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 SNR. No valid SNR. Just this one. I can bring it down a little below here. And let's see if price actually comes back. Let me take this off so you don't get confused. Go to daily. Let's see if price actually comes to this line. Let's see if price actually comes to this line. This line. Let's see. See the sniper. Exactly where I drew the line. Exactly where I drew the line. Price stop. Move to the upside. Simple. Simple. That's why I've been working on this engulfing stuff. And it has a lot to offer. Engulfing has a lot to offer. Because the reason why I started working on this engulfing was because when I was learning from others, they used to tell me when you want to look for your confirmation, when price comes to your PY, you're going to have this engulfing candle before price moves up. And I was like, if this engulfing candle is really a thing, why can I not use it on a higher time frame too? Because if I know price comes to my PY and on a lower time frame, 5 minute time frame, and it gives me an engulfing and I know price is going to move to the upside, why don't I use this on a higher time frame to have my direction? And that's why I started working on this engulfing stuff. Can you see? As I start working on this engulfing, price will come tap exactly here and move to the upside because it's closer to liquidity. We have equal lows, equal lows. So this was actually liquidity here. PY closer to liquidity is your entry. That's it. We can go on and on, on and on. I say it works 80%. I won't say 90, 80% of the time. It works 80% of the time. Actually, 80% of the time. This was at this engulfing. This was the next one. We should do this engulfing candle here. Price came down here. Tap, move to the upside. Price came, move to the upside. This is another one here. This is another one. Yeah. Can you see this engulfing? This is another engulfing. Price came, tap. We had this price came here before moving to the upside here. I think it came. Let me see what happened here. Let me try to figure out what happened here. If this played out well or not. This should be a key level we should mark out. Let me go H1, see what happened. Let me see. I feel like price actually played this actually played out. Let's see. Let's work it out together. Let's work it out together. Engulfing candle on weekly time frame. Engulfing. This was a perfect one. Another perfect one here. Let me mark it right at the entry because we always want to look for the sniper trades. You just need 3 candles and that's all. 3 candles. So here was the entry right here. If we draw it to this guy, let's see if this entry was. Let me take out this guy. Let's see if this entry was actually worth it. Let's see if this entry was actually worth it. So let's cut price somewhere around here. See what happened. Ah, engulfing on weekly time frame. And how do I know this engulfing is valid? I have a sweep. Can you see? This is very, very simple. Simple. We have a sweep of this guy. Sweep. We have the break of structure. We have this break of this engulfing candle. This is a very, very good engulfing. One of the best engulfing I always want to look out for. You see? So now, where's my range? I'm looking at this guy from here to this one. So you can also count this in. You get, but I just want to just put here just for aesthetics. But you have to count from here to this low. From this low to this high. Excuse me a minute. Let's see. I told you I shared this trade recently. I think yes. Let me see if it's giving.
Okay.
This one. Okay, it's giving us something. It's actually trying to go. I just pray it moves. If it's
Okay,
moving,
still on.
yeah, it's still on. If it's moving, it's because of this liquidity. This liquidity, but this liquidity is not that valid for me. That's why I'm not really invested on this. I actually know. I think it may hit stop loss. But let's just see because it's reacting from this one, meaning this one is really strong. If it's to react, then it'll give us pop to the upside. That will be another win. So we had this sweep break, and let's confirm this guy. We move to the downside. Even let me show you something back on this weekly. See, for this move to hold, we are running out of time. Okay, let's hasten up. So for this move to hold, for this sell we are seeing here to occur, same stuff, same stuff, same stuff. For this one to hold, same stuff, engulfing. Price engulfing, price came back here, tap at this key level, had this move to the downside. Now price closed below this guy here. What happened? We had liquidity, price came back, tap here to the downside. I can show you all day. So we are let's focus on this right now. Let's go to 4 hours and see what happened there. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, this should be the zone I marked. This should be the zone I marked actually. This one I marked then. You want to see break of structure, sweep and all that. This is a CPA break of structure, but that one is too big. I want something like here. Break of structure, sweep. It should be sweep. Then we want liquidity. It should be liquidity. First pullback after that. Higher, one time frame higher, which is the daily time frame. We want to search for our PY. We have PY should be this guy. Closest. And we have this other one 2 here. These are A-shape. This one is not fresh. This is fresh. Excuse me, I have something on. Fire.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay.
So we have this was the zone which was closer to this, and we have this guy also here. So let's see if we can refine. Let's see if we can refine. Let's just stick here and see what happens. Let's see and see what happens if price actually comes to that point. See what happened. Price actually came to that zone and came straight to our TP. Price came straight to our TP. So if we want to refine that, let's go back to H4 and see if we could refine. But you see, you're seeing price actually playing out well. Can you see? This was the zone here. Here was the zone which we actually marked out. And if I'm to take at this point without refining, can you see if I'm to take at this point without refining, my stop loss is going to be above this week high. Can you see my stop loss is going to be above the week high? But I can't take that huge stop loss. So since this is my entry here, where will I refine? This is the nearest key level. Can you see for refinement? I take it to this guy. And I still have something. Here's my entry. Stop loss above here. And I have this move to the downside before price started going up. Same thing I can show you over and over here for this sale. I can show you same thing. For this sale, I can show you everything. Hope it's clear.
Yeah, I will watch the recording again.
Yeah, all right. So just keep on like what I can say now is go back, open your chart. Just take like this AUD card, go on a weekly time frame, look for all those engulfing that has those sweep. You get backtest it. Try check. Just what it's just 3 time frame you need. 3 time frames. The rest is just refining. If you're going to 1 hour, 15 minutes just for refining. They use 3 time frames. Weekly, from weekly you skip to 4 hours. And I will show you just that I don't know what's wrong with my BME. I don't know what's wrong with my BME. I could show you how you can align it with your BBM and it works well. So that's it. That's it. Why on this one I use just daily. I start from the daily time frame. Daily time frame I have this engulfing candle. I see this engulfing candle. What do I do? This one is not even giving me the sweep yet. That's why I'm not really trusting this because it didn't give me the sweep. Even this two didn't give me any sweep. So but it's still played out. So this haven't given me any sweep of this previous of this candle. But no Allah. You have this engulfing. I need to go to I skip H1 and go to 1 hour time frame. And look for my structure. I look for my structure here. Sweep, break of structure. I expect price to come sweep liquidity, but this liquidity is not valid. I need to take a more precise liquidity to cash this buy. That's it. These two, same thing here. I didn't take this trade because I forgot about it. I just placed and I forgot. Same thing here. Go on higher time frame. Go on higher time frame. And you come, you place this. Yeah. This was the killer which I actually marked out closer to liquidity. Price came tap to the upside. This one is already playing out. It's playing out well. I think I called this. I gave a signal of this. So
yeah, I saw this one. Yeah.
Let me see. I'm making $115 already on this. For this move, I think before getting to this point, I should be making like 500 if it actually goes 500 and above. If it actually reaches, if it don't hit my stop loss. All right. I hope you have gotten it. Just keep on working.
Yes. Okay. If you stop recording, I'll ask you a question.
All right.
Just personal.
Let me,